Ayushi, thank you so much for being here today. Really
Hi,
appreciate
Arjun.
it. The whole point of these chats is just to maybe have short, casual chats with
Yeah.
others, and maybe they'll learn a thing or two that's new.
Okay.
Okay? So maybe we can quickly start by just touching on how you and I know each other.
Okay, so I stay in Bangalore. He was visiting Bangalore. He decided to sit at like third way for a
Mm-hmm.
coffee. I was a bit curious to know what you do, what you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do. Seeing you creating content and me being a content strategist, I decided to like let's just chat and yeah, we vibed on a very good conversation and here we are recording a podcast for you.
That's pretty sick. And it's more of a chat series because it's like a very short
Okay.
conversation. But I thought maybe you could talk a little bit about the work you do because I
Okay.
find that very interesting.
Yes.
A lot of people want to know about this.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so I am a content strategist. On weekdays, I create content for a fintech brand that is finance brand in India.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to do and figure out something around mutual funds.
Mm-hmm.
And on weekdays, I create content for cafe people, for parties, which is like a kind of fun kind of thing, right? Not much research work or not much heavy task to be done. It's just like you play with your art and you just be consistent with it because this is something I really enjoy doing a lot.
And can I ask you what got you into this?
What got me into this? um I feel like from the start as well, like my dad is a photographer, so I was always a camera friendly person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which made me enter into social media. I was always chasing followers, likes as a kid when I was in my school,
Yeah, yeah,
later in the college as well, and by college I figured out, okay, this is something I want to do.
yeah, yeah.
And eventually COVID happened. There was like strong boom in the social media industry. Now every brand out there, every person out there, in fact politicians as well, making content,
Mm-hmm.
and they need help of the people or Gen Z's, to be very specific, because they're always ahead when it comes to Instagram or any kind of content things. So yeah, that just like being a camera friendly person and being so curious to chase likes during my school age gave me a certain advantage of getting into this as a career.
Okay. And what does a day to day kind of look like in your work? What's your job specification?
Okay, so
Yeah.
my designation is content strategist. When we say content strategist, they have to plan out content pieces. Like my designation is a content strategist. Now, as a content strategist, we have a lot of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
The core thing to be done is what content will go live on our Instagram and YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out some interesting content pieces that is not done by anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Be unique. Now this is the first. Once you solve this part, then the second part comes where you actually write scripts, which is something I do. So I take care of short form content, which you see as TikTok videos, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
shorts, Instagram reels. As I work in a finance brand, so we try to make the complex finance topics learnings into 60-second videos.
That are digestible, and yeah,
Yes.
I've seen some of those. Yeah, they're
Yes.
really good.
So the first part of making a good content is research.
Uh-huh.
You have to nail research, and research is not just surface level stuff. You have to like dig deep, interview a lot of people, get some deep insights.
Yeah, yeah.
Research is done, then you come to the storytelling and scripting part.
Mm-hmm.
And once that is done, you come to the shoot part where the person just come and sit in front of the camera, narrate the script, and then it's editing. So I research, I write, I act in some of the videos as well, and then sit with the editor to make the video look visually appealing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Pretty interesting, and seems like there's a lot that you're actually doing.
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually fun because on day-to-day basis, so one video also take a week of time or maybe like 2 days.
Uh-huh.
And every day you're gonna work on different topics. It's interesting. It's just helping you build up your knowledge as well.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now we've switched locations to a beautiful park. Next question I want to ask you is, what's the most challenging part of the work you do?
Okay, I guess the challenging part of being a content strategist is, there are days when you're so good, your brain is like working so good that
Yeah.
you can churn 10 scripts in just like 4 hours. But there are also days, just because you had a fight with someone or you are going through a bad mood, you can't even write one script in 2 days because there
Mm-hmm.
is like a creativity burnout and you're just like working out a lot or someone just mess up with your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine, or I never want uh, to start my day with a fight, because I know if
Yeah.
I fight with someone, I will not be productive at all.
So it messes up the rest of your trajectory for
Yes,
the day. So
yes.
how do you normally combat this?
I go out. I walk in the cafe. I go out. I walk in parks like this. I love coffee. I
Mhm.
sit at third wave. I listen to music. So yeah.
You unwind, because I think another thing you were kind of touching on before this at the coffee shop is you're talking a bit about burnout.
Yes.
What does that look like for most people here, and what's your take on it? How do we kind of combat that?
See, I guess in all the jobs, burnout is a thing.
Hmm.
Whether it be creative stuff, whether it be a non-creative
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
What is working out for me is a reinforcement behavior. So whenever if I feel like okay, I did a very good job, I'll gift myself something as a winner. Okay, you won this day. So maybe it can be like a good food, because I love eating or having good food, right? um, when I'm not able to, like, I always work on this reinforcement behavior, so it's like it's helping me out. So whenever this burnout is happening, but how do I deal with it? How do I deal with burnout is basically everyone got their own likes and dislikes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
whenever you're having that burnout, just go listen to a good music, go out for a walk, uh, yeah, go out for traveling. In
Hmm.
in creative jobs, people do this travel thing a lot. They just like, okay, my brain is not working. I need a space. I
A
need
circuit
my own
breaker.
space.
Yeah,
So maybe like, okay, I'll take a trip to Goa,
I
work
see.
from there,
I
or
see.
to a nice, calmer environment.
Okay. Okay.
Also, burnout also happens when you just do the same thing for a lot of, like, for a longer period of
Yeah.
time, right? It can be same work in non-creative jobs. In creative job, it happens when you're not able to think of something new.
Hmm.
So it's really important for creative jobs to give yourself exposure to each and everything out there in content as well. So for example, if I'm writing a finance content, it's not like I'll just look at finance brands. I have to go out, look what's happening, might just take some inspiration from Squid Games, Money Heist, or anything. So it's important for us to give exposure to other things as well out there, not just being like very stick to just finance news.
Okay.
Yeah, this will also solve the burnout, because you're exposing yourself to a lot of other culture. You'll be more curious. You'll not get bored. So,
Okay. And what are your plans for the future in terms of content strategy? Do you have any exciting ambitions?
oh my god. No, I'm not sure, because content is that one thing we have seen, like TikTok came and in some countries now it's banned. I'm not sure with Instagram as well. Content is like bit dicey. You're not gonna, it's a skill set,
Mhm.
but you're not sure for how long it's gonna last,
Okay.
right? So in terms of career, I don't see content as a career. I'll do it until it lasts, but at the same time, I love chasing new experiences, so I'll just go out, uh, do MBA, masters in growth or marketing, some jobs which will always be there no
Hmm.
matter what happens.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's my plan. But I love creating content for my own self, so that is something I'll always do. Even if I'm doing a 9 to 5 boring non-creative job, I'm damn sure I'll be creating content for my own brand, like you're doing this podcast.
Hmm.
So yeah,
So there's one more topic I just want to touch on. It's a
okay.
very short topic, and that is Bangalore. You live in Bangalore.
I love
You've lived
Bangalore.
here for a while, so I thought maybe you could talk a little bit about how Bangalore is for young people.
Yeah. So Bangalore is like the Silicon Valley of India.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this place. I don't know why, but the people around here are always have that hustle mindset. And me being one of that person who is an extrovert and who love having a conversation like this, it's easy for me to connect with new people.
Yeah,
There are
it's
a lot of
beautiful.
communities out there. If you want to run, there is a running community. If you want to go to a concert, there is a concert
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
A lot of interesting things, and I guess Bangalore is a way to ahead as well in comparison to the other T1, T3 or T2 cities. So that's one reason. It being the Silicon Valley startup hub, and people are also here. People here are also very nice and yeah, like-minded. It's just because I feel like whenever I'm here, I always chase for big goals, big dreams, something that I don't get in my hometown,
Of
or
which is
which is Rajasthan, Jaipur, which is in the north side, because it's a T2.
yeah.
People will definitely have a dreams over there as well, but it's gonna be different. So I'll give you an example, right? I love startup ecosystem. Okay. In Mumbai is more like at Bollywood.
Mhm.
So if someone who is chasing Bollywood culture, want to be a good dancer, want to be a good actor, they will love Mumbai a lot. And me being like a startup enthusiast, I guess that's why I'm loving Bangalore a lot. And also see the greens all around. The weather is so
The
good.
weather is wonderful. You've got beautiful greenery here. You've got the Lalbagh
Yes.
Botanical Garden I went to, and you've also got Kuban Park,
Yes.
right?
Cubbon Park.
Kuban Park?
Cubbon Park.
Yeah, a lot of nice nature, and there's a place called Church Street,
Yes.
which has a bunch of
Yes. It's like a kind of a copy
nightlife. It
of.
reminded me of
Yeah.
Bangkok.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of a copy of Western culture.
So, what are the
Yes.
top three things from your perspective that someone can do, someone who's visiting Bangalore can do, or the top three things they can eat? What in general, top three things for Bangalore?
Okay, the South Indian food is very good over here.
Yeah.
So you should just go to some local South Indian places to try the South Indian food,
Which
uh,
is
which is
some dishes.
the idli. I
Idli.
showed it to you. It's
Yeah.
like a idli with a gunpowder on it, orange powder,
Yeah.
with a lot of ghee. It's one of my favorite, and since I came to Bangalore, I had it for the first time. Now I'm not able to quit it. Like it's very yum. So just try South Indian food because it's very good. You won't get like South Indian food better than Karnataka or in Bangalore. Then second thing to do is like um, go to the outskirts side. There is a lot of hill stations. So yeah, that's pretty green, nice, a lot of resort culture. And the third would be spend some time in hostels because you're gonna find a lot of people there from different countries. You'll make new friends, you'll chat with them, you'll get an exposure to new experiences what they had.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Beautiful advice and beautiful suggestions. I wish I actually knew about this before coming to Bangalore because I'm just using ChatGPT to
Oh
tell
my
me to
god.
make an itinerary for me. And
Really? You
yeah,
do? Oh
I
my
have
god,
one. But
insane.
basically, normally there's a closing tradition on this podcast because we're running to the end of this chat. And that's a very quick and short question, which is for anyone that's watching, do you have any piece of advice that you think would be useful for them?
Uh,
General advice.
General advice. Okay, this one person gave me advice long back, like 3-4 years back,
Yeah.
and it's still stuck in my head, which helped me to get way too good career than my peers as well in a job. And the advice is just keep knocking the doors,
Mm.
as much doors as you can open. Just don't fear of embarrassment,
Or
right?
rejection.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if like that one door is open, and there will be times like when you will open 10 doors, I'm damn sure like three will open.
Mm.
But what if like open? So shoot as many shots as you can, um, to give yourself a exposure and to open uh, doors of opportunities for yourself. You'll
That's
have fun.
beautiful and good note to end on. Thank you so much, Aayushi. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
Take care.